Welcome to PowahSlap Entertainment. I want you to smash that like button right now before this island blows up. Blows up? Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Alright, today I want to discuss pressure. Pressure affects people in many different ways. Helps some people succeed and others, well, they don't do as hot. I'm somewhere in between. I like to compare societal pressure with atmospheric pressure. If you take some random guy off the street and strap him to a rocket ship going into space, chances are he's gonna crumble under the pressure. But if you're well prepared and got your suit on and completed all your astronaut training, then outer space should be no problem. It's the same thing with pressure. With that being said, this is one of those times that I've ventured into outer space without a helmet. I'm a community college student. Don't judge me, it's cheap, and I have to transfer to a 4-year university. The deadline to apply for a transfer degree is sometime in March, and if you don't apply before the deadline, you have to wait until September. That's 6 months of doing nothing. So being the good student that I am, I applied in January and just did normal stuff like chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool, shooting some b-ball outside after school. So I applied and I thought that was that. Well, fast forward to February 25th, like 4 days before the deadline, and I check my school email. It says, "Hello student, we would like to inform you that the deadline to apply for a transfer degree is March 1st. As of now, we have yet to receive your application. Please click the electronic link to start your application." I rarely check my school email, so my first instinct as a professional internet person in 2017 was, oh, they're obviously a scammer. I should Google transfer application scam. Real quick PSA, whenever you get a suspicious link or are about to download something shady, type the name of the thing you're about to download and the word scam or virus. And if the top result are forum posts about people having their computers hacked, abort the mission. Anyways, I type in transfer application scam and nothing comes up, so I decide to go talk to a counselor at my school and settle things in person. So it's the next day and I decide to walk to the counselor's office. It's a real chill walk. I've got my headphones in and I'm probably listening to Fergalicious by Fergie. I'm relaxed. I know I applied for my transfer degree. I walk inside and I talk to some cute looking lady in my professional robot human voice and I say, "Hello, I have an appointment with my counselor today concerning my degree application." And before you ask, yes, I did have that line preloaded in my head because I wanted to sound like a suave, debonair gentleman, okay? Don't make fun of me. Anyways, the office lady tells me to sit down and off in the distance I hear, "Carlos! Carlos! Carlos!" I look over and it's one of my college friends that I haven't seen in like 4 months, sitting behind the counter. By this point, I had already sat down and gotten pretty comfortable, and I was scrolling through Facebook on my iPod. So when I sat up to say, "Hey, what's up, my dude?" my iPod and everything in my lap fell out of my pocket. Now, everyone's looking at me as I'm attempting to pick up my iPod off the ground and have a conversation with my friend that's like way over there at the same time. I get super nervous and I start to feel all sweaty, so I just say the first thing that comes to my mind, which since my friend and I enjoy playing Super Smash Brothers together, is, "Yeah, dude, we should smash sometime." The cute office lady laughs and I just feel redness on my face. Then I say, "Anyways, man, I don't want to distract you from work. Gotta stay busy." And I just sit down and stare at my hands because I'm too nervous to pull out my phone. Now it's dead quiet and I feel like a jerk because I realize that no one is in my friend's office section and I could have just talked to him because after all, it's been like 4 months since I've seen him. But I decide not to and I just get this weird feeling like he's looking at me. So I just look down at my hand super hard and try to look like I'm doing something. At this point, the counselor walks out of her office and says,
"Carlos? Carlos?"
And I look up like, yeah, that's my name. Pimpin's my game. Except I didn't really say that. By this point, I feel like I'm acting super sweaty and weird. So that makes me feel even more super sweaty and weird. And I feel like some weirdo that sits on the bus next to you and smells like butthole. So I yell to my friend, "Yeah, we should hang out after this." And I realized he was talking to another student and didn't notice what I said. Yet all the other students in the waiting room turn around to look at me. I think I remember saying something like, "No, I don't want to hang out with you guys. You look like 9 p.m. bus people," in my internal monologue as I walked inside the counselor's office. I walk in and say, "It's pretty hot today, right?" to try to break the tension and explain the fact that I'm sweating profusely. And she has the nerve to say,
"No, it's like 62 degrees in here. I actually think it's pretty cold."
This makes me even more nervous and even more sweaty for some reason. Keep in mind that I rarely get this nervous. I'm normally pretty confident and today was just a perfect snowball of nonsense to turn me into a nervous wreck. She hands me a pen with a flower on it and I try to crack a joke and say, "Oh, this is clever. I accidentally steal pens all the time." She just looks at me as if I was 12 and says,
"Don't.
But I was just joking."
Don't steal my pen."
Okay. So the counselor starts asking me about how many classes I'm taking, my grades, and what I need to do to transfer, and I say, "Oh, I know all that stuff. I just wanted to talk to you about an email I got."
"What?"
"Yeah, I already applied and I got this email saying that I didn't apply, so I just wanted to clear that whole thing up." And she very passive-aggressively puts away a yellow piece of paper with a list of all my classes and says,
"All right, show me then."
And she chucks a keyboard in my general direction. I don't have my glasses on me and the computer screen is pretty far away, so I'm struggling a little bit to see what's on the screen. But I pull through. I pull up my Gmail and I say, check it out. And I show her the email. She looks at me and she says,
If I were you, I would have responded back immediately.
Then I think to myself, oh yeah, that makes sense. But then I tell her that I thought it might be a scam and she looks at me and says, like I was speaking French or something. Yeah, I figured it'd be easier to just talk to the person that sent the email in person. Are they here?
Yeah?
Oh cool, can I talk to them?
They're busy.
I look out to see an open office door and a confused looking counselor playing Pokemon Go and saying something along the lines of,
I got an arcade night.
Before my nerd rage manifests, the counselor says,
Okay, respond.
what?
Respond to the email.
Oh, what do I say?
Tell them that you applied on January 7th.
And I start typing, I applied January 7th. And as I'm about to hit send, she says,
Oh, you can't send that.
why not?
You gotta be more formal. Add your major and a little bit about yourself.
What? So I just panic and I don't know what to write about and I need some time to think. Ironically, I'm an English major and the fact that I'm taking so long to write makes me feel really incompetent and I start getting all sweaty again. The whole time the counselor is looking at me as if I'm a giant waste of time and I just think to myself, the guy is right there. Why am I sending an email? So I just write something along the lines of, hey, my name's Carlos. I like long walks on the beach and I'm an English major. I already applied January 7th. Additional information, I'm a Gemini. And I hit send before she can say anything. She looks at me and says,
Oh, you actually applied on January 4th. Change the date.
you know what? I think it's fine. Plus, I feel as if the counselor is keeping tabs of all the students who waste her time and plans on eliminating them. As I'm walking out of the building, my friend from earlier says to me, so, are we hanging out? And I'm just like, yes. Yes, we are. Because I needed someone to vent my frustrations to. Anyways, we hung out for about an hour and it was a great time. By the time we were done, I got an email that said, thanks, there were some errors with our system. We got your application. And a massive sense of relief washed over me and I thought to myself, all of this was pointless. I should make a YouTube video about it. That was definitely the most pressure I've been under in a while. If you'd like to share similar experiences or just make fun of me, leave it in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like because it really helps me out as a small channel. And check out some of my other videos that I've got over here. Make sure to check out Tab's channel. She did the voice for the counselor and she's got content that I'm sure you'd enjoy. Say,
I caught an arcade night.
more excited.
I caught an arcade night.
I caught an arcane 9.
I got an arcade night.
Say, I caught an arcane 9.
I got an arcade night.
Say, I caught an arcane 9.
I got an arcade night.